to our vegan channel. We have a great recipe for you today, brought to you by Maddie.
Ooh.
Maddie suggested that we make this recipe today, and I said, okay. I love broccoli, and this recipe is all about the broccoli. So this is going to be a cheesy rice broccoli bake. It's going to be good for you, and it's going to be so tasty that you're not even going to know that it's good for you. So it's very, very simple. Few simple ingredients that you probably would have, we hope. Anyway, I've got a little bit more than a pound of broccoli. It's probably about 1 1/3 pounds of broccoli cut up. You don't want it to be too big because nobody wants to scoop up a bit. Well, maybe I do. But nobody wants to scoop up a big head of broccoli and put it on their plate with a couple of grains of rice around it. So you want to make it kind of bite-sized. We have 2 cups of arborio rice that I've had soaking over here in just plain water for about 45 minutes. You can use regular rice. I just really prefer short grain rice because it's creamier, and I think it just makes it more of like a baked risotto. And I love risotto. I mean, come on, who doesn't? And then, of course, breadcrumbs for the top because we're extra. But if you're gluten-free, you don't have to use the breadcrumbs. And everything else is gluten-free. So if you want to make this gluten-free, either leave the breadcrumbs out or just substitute something else. I'll talk a little bit more about other substitutions too as we get into the recipe. So basically all this is broccoli, rice, sauce, bake. Right. That's how easy it is. And you could be eating in like 45 minutes to an hour. So the first thing we're going to do to make our sauce is start off with a bouillon cube. And you guys know I love this boo. But you can use pretty much any bouillon, just as much as would make like a cup. So this one is just 1 cube. I'm going to put that in the bottom of my blender. And yes, you do need a blender to make this. But it doesn't have to be one like this. It can be an immersion blender. It can be like a regular blender. If it's not a high-speed blender, you just have to blend it a little bit longer and you'll be fine. So I got my bouillon cube in there. I'm going to put a little water in there. I didn't heat it up, but just to let it soften while we put the rest of the ingredients in there. Plus, we're going to be adding some more water because we want this to be super wet because the rice is not completely cooked and the rice is going to soak up a lot of that water and liquid that is going to be given off from the broccoli and that we put in there. So, got that. Ahead of time, I cooked my veggies over here. So I've got a giant onion. If you like onion, use an onion. If you don't like onion, you can leave it out. Or you could just use some onion powder. So I got my big onion. I steamed these potatoes, well, I boiled these potatoes in the Instant Pot for 20 minutes at high pressure. So I'm going to start off with 1 potato. Got a couple of carrots. This is a very forgiving recipe, which is why I'm only going to leave guidelines in the info box because very customizable. If you like it super thick, add another potato. If you like it more carroty, add a carrot. If you don't like carrots, you could also do a red pepper. That will give it a nice red pepper taste. So I'm just going to put this aside while we put the rest of the ingredients in here. I like using hemp seeds on mine because this is what's going to give the fat for the recipe. If you don't have hemp seeds or you don't like hemp seeds, you can use almonds. You can use even walnuts would work. But I think the best thing if you don't use the hemp is to use some cashew. Cashew would be really nice in there. So we're going to use not too much. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of the hemp. And we're going to use my favorite Nutritional Yeast. So since this is cheesy, we're going to add a lot of this because we want it to taste cheesy, and this is what gives vegan food a cheesy flavor. So we're going to use half a cup of that. There we go. That's half a cup. We're also going to add a little bit of garlic because we want some nice garlicky flavor in there. This is granulated garlic. If you don't have granulated garlic, the garlic powder will work just as well. So that's a teaspoon. I just really prefer this over fresh garlic, and I like the taste of this a little bit better than the powdered garlic. I feel like the flavor is a little more garlicky. We've got some lemon juice here that I couldn't fit in my fridge anymore, so I had to put it in a little thing. Had to get rid of the big bottle. This is probably about 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Now for the seasoning, we're going to put some salt in there. We're going to put, I'm going to say like 1.5 teaspoons because there's not a whole lot of salt in there. Nothing else is salted except the bouillon, and that one is not very salty at all. We're also going to give it a little kick with some harissa. This is one of my favorite seasonings. It gives so much flavor and just a little bit of kick. We just did like a heaping teaspoon of that. And then the last ingredient, this beautiful dark chili powder. So we're going to do a little heaping tablespoon of that. So we're going to add some water and we're going to blend this up. And we're probably going to end up adding another potato. I just want to get this started.
There's a lot in there.
There is a lot in there. It'll be okay. Trust me, it'll be okay. We're just going to add, we're going to get it started. So let's go over to the blender. All right, I got the small Vitamix because that's all I could afford. So it does look pretty full, but we're going to start it off on low. And
Wait.
What?
You don't have anything
Yeah, I know.
covering that?
No.
Okay. Scared the crap out of me.
Surprise! And the oven says I'm ready.
Oh my goodness.
So we're just going to kick it up a little. Woo! All right, she convinced me to put the cap on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to kick it up. All right, so you can see texture is nice and liquidy. I think I'm going to add the extra potato, or at least half of the extra potato, and just a tiny little bit of water because we don't want it to be too thick because then the rice isn't going to be soft enough. I got more in here for next time or another recipe, so we're going to do like half of this potato. Plop. And just a tiny bit more of water. All right, here we go. All right, we're done. Beautiful.
All right. Ooh, look at that cheesy goodness.
It's bubbling. We've got the rice that's been soaking. So we're going to put that in with the broccoli.
Have you done anything to the broccoli yet?
No,
Okay.
it's raw. I don't like to pre-cook it. A lot of people who make this tend to like really mushy broccoli, so they pre-cook it.
Broccoli.
I don't.
Darn.
You know why I don't like mushy broccoli?
Does it take out the nutrients?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I know. All right, so we're going to pour as much of this
Oh my god.
on here as we can. We're going to try and stir it without dumping it. In case you were wondering, this is basically mac and cheese without the mac. And instead of macaroni, you've got the rice, and then we added the broccoli because it's just freaking delicious. Yeah, we got it all in.
Whoa.
I know. If I had more cheese sauce, I'd put it in there. I mean, can you ever have too much?
Well.
The good thing about this one is you can't ever have too much because it's healthy for you. Most of the cheese sauces that go in the traditional recipe of this has a bechamel sauce in it. So it's
An actual cheese.
full of butter, yeah, and cheese. So this has neither of those in there. So it's basically all plant-based, healthy vegetables that taste like they're not healthy. This is like the worst part of it, the breadcrumbs. So we're just going to make it a little fancy. Because sometimes you just want to be a little fancy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to pop this in a 375 oven for about 45 minutes. And then when we take it out, we're going to let it sit for like 20 minutes. You know why? Because it's going to be molten lava. And you do not want to go to the emergency room with your face swelled up from, you don't want to have a face that's swole. So let's pop this in because my oven is already ready. And we'll see you in 45. Bye. Hey guys, this is actually take number 2 for the tasting. So, I effed up.
It's okay.
Normally, I would make this with regular rice, like basmati, and it would take 45 minutes to an hour with a normal amount of liquid. But since this was a risotto rice, it sucks up more liquid. And when we tasted it the first time...
I thought it was tremendous. I loved it.
No, when you taste it this time, you will know the difference.
Okay.
It was dry and tight before. Let's just say I effed up so you don't have to. If you do use the arborio rice, you got to make sure it is so wet that it's, has enough liquid. Because if it doesn't have enough liquid, it's never going to get cooked.
Well, let's take a look at it.
There you go. When you taste this, you'll see.
Okay.
All right, so what I did was I just zhuzhed it up a little bit and put some water in there so that the rice could cook a little bit better. And it probably would help too if you put on some aluminum foil or a cover. And then the last 15 minutes or so, take the cover off so that the breadcrumbs on the top can get dry. Can get crispy. So... she's going to taste it now, and it's hot. So, it is 8 o'clock at night, and we do want to eat dinner, so she's going to taste it. All right, this is super hot. I don't know if you can handle it.
Probably not.
We'll see. I don't know if you can handle it.
Let's get a taste. It looks nice and
blow.
It's got water in the rice.
It's puffed up.
Yeah.
Better than the first time?
I thought it was great the first time, but...
What do you know?
Yeah, this is even better. Delicious.
This is one of those dishes that is better the next day as well.
The rice is definitely bigger.
Yeah.
And squishier.
Yes.
But not overly
done.
Yeah.
Right. So,
delicious.
I would say an hour and 15 to an hour and a half with a lot of liquid, but... if you do decide to not use the arborio, just go with the 1 hour with more liquid than usual, but not like crazy liquid.
Not crazy liquid.
All right. There you go. I hope you enjoyed watching me screw this whole thing up, but I did pull it out in the end.
You need to be nicer to yourself. Cut yourself some slack, especially during these times.
Okay. Well... I thank you for watching. We do appreciate you watching and subscribing.
Tell everyone you love yourself.
I love myself. I'm such a screw up, but I can accept it.
No.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Make some broccoli and rice.
Stay safe, stay inside.
Stay sane.
And we'll see you next time.
All
so
right.
Until then, much love.